Yeah, it's not sending data at all.
It says it's been down for 3 days, 11 hours.
3 days.
Yeah. Is it down right now.com? Says it has been down for 3 days, 11 hours. View comments. It says it's up. The page just keeps loading with no errors. Somebody else said it's definitely down for me and my Canadian friends.
Yeah, I mean, it's not sending anything.
Yeah.
Means they got hacked. All
Well,
right.
Facebook says we're live.
Is it really?
Yeah, we're live on Facebook.
Right now we are. If you go to Facebook, are we live?
Yes, we are.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So something's working. Let's check YouTube.
Let's see.
Well, no, hold on. No, it's
Well,
not.
Aaron sees us working. Aaron, are we live? Can you see us?
It's not
Just trying to see
loading.
what's working and what's not working. I know, Aaron. Is it working? You can see us. Is it coming through okay? Clear? Everything's coming through okay?
YouTube seems to be working.
All right, great. All right. Oh, Clive could see it. Oh, great. Okay.
I can't get
All right, guys.
the.
We're having issues, and so I want to make sure we'd go live, and I guess we can go live. So that's the good news, is that it is working.
So there's no there's no restream chat though.
There's no chat. Oh no.
Okay, people are saying they're seeing us on YouTube. All right, so it seems like only. Yeah, you're not going to see me tonight, Ryan. He says he sees Scott and not me.
Yeah,
that's not happening.
Give him a quick peek, Jess.
No, we're not doing that. I have a bad cold. Again, as
Jesse is sick as a dog.
Yeah.
Yes. I know Jesse's much better to look at than I am.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Okay, so we're going to cancel out of this and
No, I'm going to keep it going.
Oh, you're going to keep this going? Okay. Well, I have to go get my phone and stuff, so
go get your phone and stuff.
I'll be back.
For Chad. I don't know where Chad is. He's in the show notes. So guys, we got a crazy show for you tonight. We had a busy weekend. It's going to be a cash or coffee. It's supposed to be about attributes. We got so much stuff to talk about today. So many things are going on, guys, in the geocaching world. A lot of things going on that we're just getting the alarms for. So should be exciting. I got emails. I got calls coming in. I got emails coming in. I've got news. We've got attributes to talk about. So much. Busy show notes. So sorry, guys. I came early today because I wanted to make sure we went live because I didn't know if it was going to go live or not. So I haven't even called in yet. So if you're watching this later, you need to fast forward through all of this to get to the real show. If you're watching this on YouTube tomorrow, you gotta fast forward it. Sorry, about 10 minutes. So yes. What's up? Hey, look at that. What's up, Craig? Thank you, Aaron. Yes.
Borg
for you. I know, dude. That's on the list, Craig. It's on the list, kid. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hello, how are you, sir?
I'm doing okay.
You always come in soft.
I don't know why.
There we go. It's a lot better. Okay, I got to take you out and bring you back in so I can get you to the left of me. Hold on a second. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I had to restream is down. And so I had to hit live to make sure we go live. Because if we didn't go live, I had to regroup and go directly through StreamYard. So
okay,
that's why we went live a little early tonight. Because I'm like, I got to find out. I need time. So
I see. I had 2 StreamYard invites, and one was some guest, and the other one was this one. So I was like,
yeah, that was because that was my backup in case this didn't work.
Okay.
I had to create a backup one. That's why. That's just why. Sorry.
Howdy, Cody Dog and Ryan.
I have to kill the old one. I'll do it after the show. It's not needed because this appears to be working. Although I go to the Restream website and it's like super slow.
Is that other one automatically scheduled though?
Oh, welcome back. Yeah, but it's not gonna go live. Should I get out and cancel it?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. You scheduled it, so is it going to automatically go
I don't
live
think
then?
it's gonna go live.
Okay.
I don't think.
So is Jesse going sans camera tonight?
Yep.
Yeah,
That
just
is
sick of the
correct.
dog. Just
Yep.
super sick. Okay, I gotta log into the. Hold on, guys. I have to log into the call in studio. Says because anybody wants to give us a call, you can give us a call 808-468-7924. 808 got swag. You can give us a call tonight and talk to us. We got a lot.
Got a shaved Ewok in the chat room.
Shaved Ewok, he owes me a path tag.
Thank you for calling Call-In Studios host.
Enter your 6-digit PIN number. Welcome, host. You have not started a show
Yes,
session in
sir.
Call-In Studio and cannot yet receive calls on the Geocaching podcast.
Really?
Please visit the Call-In. Welcome, host.
There we go.
You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-In Studio web interface. Show recording is on.
For a second there, I didn't think that was going to work either. I'm like, oh, hell no. Everything's breaking tonight?
No. So right now, the only thing not working is the restream chat, which is fine,
Uh-huh.
and me.
And you.
I am not working
You,
very well.
Jesse.
Well, you can launch the restream chat separately.
Right. That's what I'm trying to do, and it's just spinning.
Oh, it's not working for
No.
you? Okay.
No. Is it working for you?
It's working for me.
Oh, well, let me get out and go back in.
I'm going to put a howdy all to him. Yeah.
God damn it. You hate it when you can't type.
It's usually on phones.
It's pretty amazing that I could it's funny how we complain about autocorrect, but like when I write literally chicken scratch, I literally write a bunch of consonants and vowels and it knows the word I'm looking for. That's when it's amazing. But like when you try to do the F word and it goes duck and you're like, really? When do I ever say duck yourself?
Oh, what's really strange is when you start to Google something because you're watching it on TV, and then it auto completes to what the hell you're what you're trying to Google, and you're like, you listening to my shit?
Hey, Jez,
Yeah.
Aaron says to add a photo.
I can't. I'm logged in as the show, so I don't have a photo.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Cody Dog. You're stuck with just the blackness of her. She looks like an 8-ball, doesn't she?
8 balls are black.
Yeah, that's black.
Oh, okay. So that's
not
black
really.
with the
There you go.
white of the 8 ball. Okay, I got you.
There you go, Chad.
I was thinking the circle as the ball, not
Oh.
the dot on the ball.
Oh, then she'd be a cue ball. Are you going to take the phone calls, Jess, or am I taking the phone calls myself?
Oh, yeah, no, I will. I have to call in.
Oh, they're not going to come in hot. You're going to actually.
I'll try. I'm trying to log in to restream. God, nothing's working.
Nothing's working tonight. I know.
Yay.
Guys, nothing is working tonight. It's one of those nights, man.
You need to go Windows.
Right? No, that's not, dude. It's Restream. It's the internet. It's not Mac.
Oh, the it's working fine for me. The internet's working fine for me.
Dude, go to Restream.io and tell me what happens.
Yeah, it's not
That's
working.
what I'm on.
And it loaded fast.
It loaded fast, and I did a post. I did a post. Look on the post there. Geocaching podcast says howdy y'all. That's from me.
Mm-hmm.
No, nobody else says howdy on this podcast.
No,
I don't know the password for restream.
it's the same password as everything else.
I know.
Yeah.
I tried it. It's not working for me.
Try it with a capital at the beginning.
I tried that.
I think go into the go into the
It's not there.
Dropbox and go into
Yeah,
the passwords, and it's
not
in there.
there. Not there.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
Mm-mm.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, I'm gonna start the show because
All right, I'm gonna call in.
what is Ryan saying here? Love these behind the scenes. Definitely makes the anyone could do a podcast commercial make me laugh. I know, none of it's working, and that's occasionally just nothing wants to work, and that's tonight. But usually everything works fine. So bounce bust. Texas caching was fantastic. Thank you. We had a good time in Texas. There's a story there, which we will get into tonight. So there are stories. We do have stories.
I got called during it.
You did get called during it. Yes, you did. Um,
I assume since you didn't call back that the assistance was
yeah, we found the right way. Yeah,
okay.
we found. It was really weird because it just didn't make sense. That's why, and because what you were telling us the area was doesn't look like that anymore at all. So that's why.
Right. I went back and did looked at a satellite view, and it's definitely been updated in the 7 years
Wow.
between when I did it and when you did it. It's like
Yep.
it hadn't been built. That part hadn't been built out yet.
Yep.
Which
Hmm.
Richard Garriott's house is actually mansion, I should say,
Was it that
is
one right
actually
there?
it's
That it?
kind of like up to the left
Yeah,
as you're
yeah,
coming up to
yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Nice house.
definitely.
Yeah, pretty nice house.
So he owns that property there, that strip where
Mhm.
the final is
Oh yeah,
located.
does he? Yeah, nice. All right, let's get this over with because before everything breaks, something else breaks. Hold on, this hasn't started yet, so we know. We're not sure yet. Hold on. Let's see if our audio works. Hey, our audio works. All right, are you ready? Oh, Chad, check this out. You'd appreciate this, Chad. Look, it's like your home state.
Woohoo.
Right?
Well, one of many home states I claim.
All right. Audio is on. All right, here we go. Jess, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. Come on, take a chance now. Go, geocache, geocache. If you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday. It is 8:30, which means that it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We have Shorty Knits, a sickly Shorty Knits, manning the phones tonight. And please welcome to my virtual left, my co-host, Chaz427.
Howdy, y'all. Do you know your attributes?
That's right, guys. Tonight's episode, Chad, 599.
That means next week is numero 600.
That's right. But tonight we are recording live on January 22nd, 2020. It's Let's Talk Attributes / Cash or Coffee, Chad, because we have a lot of stuff to go over tonight. A lot of things have happened in the past couple of days in the geocaching world. Phone lines are open. So give us a call, 808-468-7924. That is 808-GOT-SWAG, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, I was in your home state, kid. Not your
Awesome.
home state, but I was in the state you called
It's
home for many, many years.
Yes, I called it home for 20 years.
20 years. I was there. I visited. I was not in Houston, but I was in Texas.
Yeah, and you're going to list out a number of caches that I've done every single one of them.
But first, before we get started on this, we got a lot to talk about, guys. A lot of things to do, to get to tonight. A lot of things to talk about. But first, we got to talk about Patreon. Costs a lot of money to make the show work. So I talk about this every week about how much the show works. I love all my patrons. Chad loves all our patrons. They help keep this show going. They help pay the bills here, and trust me, there's a lot of bills here. So we appreciate all of you that are patrons. We love you guys. And guys, when you become a patron, you get all this extra audio, extra video, only available to our patron members. All on the other side. It's all good stuff. It's a lot of fun, and we could use your help. So you want to become a patron? You can just go over to patreon.com. That's patreon.com, and then go to / the Geocaching Podcast.
paid for by the following.
That was low. Let me try that again.
Yeah, that was
One
low.
more time.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
There we go. Thank you, Lord Alfred Hayes. God bless you. Rest in peace, buddy.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at Cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
Tonight, we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork, the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine write in the rain paper. The logbook's designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cash than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo related. And this month, I got my first one, and I found Spartacus.
You didn't. I'd never find Spartacus.
So
Never. Did you send it in for the path?
I sent it in and got approved. I'm in the drawing.
All right, you got to tell me where it is so I can get it as well.
All right. So find them at ftfgeocacher.com. I had to say that before I said the end, or else he would have went moving on to Max Suds.
You know, it's funny. I actually downloaded it, and I was gonna read it on the plane, but instead I watched When Harry Met Sally. Instead on the plane, reading the geocaching podcast. I don't know. I stand by my choice. And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Be Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUTSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. And before I finish the end of that, so I got a care package from Jim.
As did I.
At Practical Geocaching. So I wanted to say thank you very much, Jim.
We love Jim, man. He sent me a whole slew of. He refilled my my paper in my caching bag.
Yep.
He gave me a whole. Well, I'm not sure what it was. I think it was his like huge assortment of different logs is what it was.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. So find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And finally, by pathtags.com. For all your swag and path tag needs, visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized path tags. With over 39,000 tags to collect, pathtags.com is everything you need to start your path tag obsession. Visit them at pathtags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com. And Chad, for the record, in Texas, I got 38 path tags.
Yeah, we love our path tags in Texas.
I was given 38 path tags. It filled my whole thing. I have to buy another board for my path tags.
So yeah, you held an event there. So
I did. It was ridiculous, dude.
It's like they don't know you. You're getting a path tag.
You can find links to all our sponsors on our website or in our show notes. Thank you to all our sponsors. Yeah, so it was crazy. The event. Before we get to that though, we got a call, Chad. We got a call. We got Minnesota on the line. Minnesota.
Joshua.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Joshua. How are you, sir?
Hi. I'm great. How are you?
I'm okay. Well, I'm good. Jesse's not so good. I'm good.
I know. I heard that. That stinks.
Jessie was on the plane on the way home, and she's like, "I'm getting sick." And sure enough, man, the next day she woke up. She's like, "Whoa." Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's not
At least she wasn't sick while you guys were down.
Oh my
there.
God! If we were there for like another 2 days, she would have been miserable. Yeah. She's like, she isn't going to work in 2 days. She's like super sick. So hopefully I don't get it. I'm trying to stay away from
her. I feel like the last few times I've seen you guys, somebody's been sick in your house.
We just pass it back. Between 3 kids and 2 adults, we'd literally just pass it back and forth. That's all we do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what's up, man? What can we do for you?
I'm sorry?
What can we do for you if I don't know?
Oh, I just wanted to call in. You never know. I could be right outside your door. I am traveling for work right now, so I am not home.
Trust me, you don't want to come anywhere near my house. I promise you.
Yeah, even if I was out there, I don't think I'd come in. No, I'm in Duluth, Minnesota. You ever been to Duluth?
Duluth. Is that way up north?
Yeah, it's right on Lake Superior.
No,
It's
never been
beautiful.
there.
The start of the North Shore. I'm looking at Lake Superior right now outside my window.
And what's the
So
weather?
it's beautiful up here.
What's the weather up there?
It's actually not too bad. Today it was in the 30s, which is really nice for up here.
Sure, absolutely.
So, but it's raining right now. Anyway, I wanted to call in to just let you know, you guys, I along with other vloggers and bloggers and podcasters, I created another holiday. I really enjoy creating holidays.
You're like Santa.
If you remember, what's that?
You're like Santa.
I know, it's like I'm the Santa of geocaching.
You're the Santa.
If you remember last year at this time, we did I Heart GC HQ, where we had everybody bombard HQ with cards and emails of appreciation.
Yes.
So obviously, it came around again this year, and people were asking me. I think you were too. You're asking, well, are we going to do this again? And so I kind of, it's so funny. I didn't know. It seemed like a year went by really fast, guys. And so I was like, oh shit, should we do it again? So I contacted a few people at HQ, and I was like, well, how does it feel if we did this again? And they, first of all, they expressed they really loved the fact that we did it. They really thought it was an amazing, awesome thing, but it did feel a little bit soon to them. So I was like, well, how can we direct our thanks in a different direction? So starting this Sunday, the 19th through the 25th this week, if you have been on social media, you probably already know, is I Heart Geocaching Hiders, Geocaching Hider Appreciation Week. So this week we want to just encourage everybody to thank the people that make this hobby possible by hiding amazing caches for us to find. So we're encouraging people to thank their local hider.
Okay, fair enough.
Cool.
Yes, with the hashtag I Heart GC Hiders, correct?
Yep, I Heart GC Hiders, and it's been pretty cool. Just following that hashtag, it's been awesome to watch people on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube actually thank the people that actually make geocaching what it is. They put it forth, time, energy, sometimes dollars to put together these sometimes pretty amazing creations. So
Sure.
Do you guys have any hiders that you can think of in your area, local area, that come to mind that you would thank?
Well,
Definitely.
Of course. Absolutely. Sure. Yes. I will have to. I could thank them in person. So that's a good thing.
There you go. Thank them in person at an event.
Yeah.
A messenger, a geocaching messenger. Yeah. So anyway, it's kind of a good thing. It's a good thing, to show appreciation to those people. So that's why I wanted to call. Just wanted to make sure everybody knew that was happening this week.
No, that's awesome. Leave
Sweet.
it to you to always bring people together and thank them.
Trying
Yes.
to make the world better.
You're a good
One
soul, my
geocache at a
friend.
time.
You're a good soul.
Mhm.
Good job. And how you doing? You doing okay?
Awesome. Yeah, I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I'm doing awesome.
Good.
Got some geocaching done this afternoon right by Lake Superior. It's beautiful up here. So
Sweet.
yeah, I'm doing well, and it's gonna be an awesome year of geocaching. Yeah, my understanding, are you guys all booked and ready to go to Seattle in August?
We're going, kid. We'll be there.
Yes.
We will
I'll
be
see
there.
you there. It'll
We'll be there, but
awesome.
we're only going. We're going Wednesday to Sunday is when we're going because we got to get back for school. So we got to
School.
get Wednesday
Yeah.
beforehand, and then we're leaving Sunday. So I think the what's it called Saturday, right? The
Headquarters
yeah,
event center.
yeah. So we'll be there Wednesday. I think we're gonna go get the. I need to get the original stash. I think we're on Friday. We're gonna go to the Monkey to go see the Ape Cache, and
Awesome.
Saturday we're gonna I gotta do my podcast duty things and go to the event and kiss babies and shake hands.
Yeah,
And
you do.
And
You
give
gotta
away
represent the pod.
Give
man.
away path tags to anybody who comes up, shakes my hand. You get a path tag.
and we got to meet each other in person for
Yeah,
the first time.
Chad, I will not. Chad wants a path tag. I told him he got to shake my hand to get a path tag, kid.
It's like I've met Joshua at a number of events, but I never seen you.
We will meet. We will
That's
meet
funny.
in Seattle. Yes, sir. So, yeah, it'll
That's
be a good time.
crazy.
It'll be a good time. I got some plans. I'm going to bring the a little bit of the recording equipment up there and got some plans for listeners. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Gonna have a good time.
I think
I'm
it's going to
excited
be
for it.
amazing.
Yeah.
I think geocaching.com headquarters is going to put on quite a party.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
super excited for it.
I'm thinking 10,000 cachers. It's going to be
Yeah,
amazing.
I hope so. I'm super.
Yeah.
You know, I'm excited just to get the trifecta. You know, we've got a Wednesday at 4:00. I got an appointment with headquarters to go a tour. So I've already got headquarters done
Yeah.
on Wednesday. You know, Thursday stash,
Awesome.
Friday the ape. I'm gonna get my trifecta. So I'm excited for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I'm super
awesome.
excited.
And then you can get that sweet trifecta
Oh,
coin.
I'm gonna get the
It's like a,
I'm gonna get the one
Mhm.
from Groundspeak or from headquarters. They still got
Yeah,
it. Yeah, absolutely.
that pyramid. It's like a
Right?
pyramid.
I know.
Yeah.
I got Chad one last year.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, you got.
And I was jealous
you
as hell.
purchased one, but you don't have.
And
like
I had to give it to him. Yeah, I know, right?
you're a good guy. Oh, did you guys see this? Here's some news for you. I
What?
thought this was really interesting.
What?
I just noticed that Project GC has released. Get this, guys.
I
Did
know.
you see this?
It's already in my notes
A
to talk.
location.
It's already in
Oh,
my
I'm
notes
sorry.
to talk about.
Am I
Look at
spoiling it?
you're
I'm
spoiling alert in my whole
Spoiling it,
thing
yeah.
here. Look at this. Come on, man.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Hey, man, I can't see your notes.
Yeah, if he didn't have it in the notes, I would have been putting it in there. I saw that. Yeah.
I got so much in
Yeah,
the notes.
okay.
We got a whole busy show. Yeah, a whole busy show to talk
Okay,
about.
well, I won't go any farther. But all I can say, have you done it yet? That's a question.
Of
first
course,
question. Have you
dude.
done yet?
I did it at work as well. I did it. As soon as Jesse sent me
Can
the
you
link,
give-
I was done. Yes.
Can you give me a hint? I can't even get the first one. Can you give me a hint on that FAQ page
Text
where to find this thing?
text Jesse.
Just go to the
there
FAQ
she is.
page.
Sorry, Jess. I know you were listening. So,
I know you can't
Went
tell
to the
without my
FAQ
camera.
Page
Yeah.
and I couldn't figure it out.
All right, I'll text you.
wait, Joshua, stay on the
Okay,
line.
sounds good.
Just Joshua, stay on the line. Jesse, take him out of the queue.
All right.
Talk to him. All right, Josh. We'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Okay, put him back in the queue. Jesse, he's back in the queue. All right, Chad.
Mhm.
What is this? Ian says, not if you guys meet up at GeoBash. Oh, he's right. Yes. If you come to Midwest
Oh yeah,
GeoBash,
yeah. Forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
So
Yeah.
someone hasn't gotten me tickets yet.
I have to literally buy Chad a ticket, guys. All right, we got some emails, Chad. What do you think about that? We got emails.
Emails are good.
Mail, yay!
We like
I
mail.
got mail, yay!
So Bryant of TR, it's an interesting caching name, says, I saw on Reddit that there is a wooden cover installed over the original stash plaque. Wondering if you know when that happened or why. I found it back in April and it didn't have a cover then. I always enjoy the show. I listen on Spotify. Apologize if you've already discussed this. I've missed a few shows here and there. We have not discussed it. Chad, did you know anything about this? Have you heard anything about this?
I didn't. No, I haven't heard anything about it. I wonder if it may be kind of trying to protect it during the snowy season
Well, obviously,
or something.
yeah, that's what they're doing. Yeah. So
And then maybe it gets removed when there's no snow there. I mean, when I found it, it was middle of August. So
well, here I've got a picture of it, so I will pull it up on the main screen here. Hold on, let's make it make it large here. Okay, so let me pull up screen 2. Hold on, let's see if it works. Let us see. Oh, Chrome has lost permission. Oh my God, it's too much work. It's too much work. It's literally too much work to get this to stay on my screen. Chad, can you pull it up? Is it possible? I know.
So is it on the original stash plaque page
Go
or?
into hold on. Let's show this one. Hold on.
Oh, you're talking in docs.
Yeah, no, I could put it in docs. I'm gonna put it in docs.
Let me see if someone's got a picture of it on the. Oh, okay. Yeah, I found a picture on.
Okay, share your screen.
Okay.
Chrome is being a pain in my butt. So
So hang on one
in the
second.
meantime, so yes, Brian. So what I did, Chad, is I went into logs and I went back. I did a little research, okay, and I was showing 2 shows with the same episode on me. Yeah, that's my. So that that show did go live, Chad. That's awesome. That show did. There you go. Yeah, there it is, right there, guys. Hold on a second. Did you push that live? You did. Thank you, Chad.
Yeah. So
There's
that's
some strange lady, and yep, there is the. So what
that.
it is, you guys at work, what it is that it's the original stash, and then somebody literally put a box like 4 walls around it, and then put a cover on it. So I'm
Let's take
assuming
a
because
look at the other images. So okay, that one's already has the box around it. Let's find one
there's one
without
right
the.
there. Oh,
Let's
without,
find one without the
you got to go to
box.
November. Go to November. It doesn't have the box.
November.
Yeah, because it went. They put it up. It was installed on November 7th or November 8th because November 9th has the box. November 6th does not have the box. So
Well,
that's how I determined. That's right.
how far do I need to scroll?
I told you October 6th or
You
November.
said you said
no,
November.
November 6th. That's as far as you gotta go, kid. There you go. No box.
Okay, so potentially that box is removable.
Oh yeah.
So
Yes, it's just over it. It's probably just protecting it. I don't see, but the
Well,
problem is I don't know if a cashier did it. Or why do you have a picture of Jesse? Oh, there's Jesse.
Because I was showing that when I found it, there was no box.
No. But you found it years ago.
Yes.
yeah, I
Yeah,
found it
so-
years ago too. So
So my guess is either Groundspeak put it on to protect it, or some cashier put it on to protect it. I have no idea. So I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. So Bryant's of TR, that's what I figured out. Somewhere between November 7th and November 8th is somebody put a box up there. That's what happened. Why?
I don't. I wonder if that's seasonal and it's been there. Need to go back and look through some of the pictures and.
No, it's that.
Yeah, I wonder. So
winter, maybe.
I wonder if it's been out there
The plaque's
before.
the plaque's not looking in very good condition. I mean, it's seen better days.
When I don't remember when I found it, there is a piece of wood on the front corner, on the front edge of it. And I don't see that in all the pictures. Like when I go in, Google pictures of the original stash, I don't see that. But I found it years ago and it was there. Like almost like it could rest on that piece. But there was no box around it when I found it. I don't know.
All right. Chad.
Yes, sir.
Gary of the GBs writes. In my haste to finish the story last week on the award-winning burrito for the burrito leg, I forgot to mention one of the more painful parts. Exactly 2 weeks after this accident, we were scheduled to go on a 6-week tour of Australia and New Zealand. Needless to say, she couldn't go, and we had not purchased trip insurance, Chad. So we had to make a decision: lose $34,000 or lose $17,000. So we chose only to lose only the smaller amount. So I, Gary, went on the trip, and his wife watched from the comfort of her recliner.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Gary shit here. It's like
Okay,
Gary. It sounds like Gary chose to only lose half the money.
$17,000, dude.
It's an expensive trip.
Must be nice to be retired. Must be nice.
Yeah.
6-week tour, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine going away for 6 weeks. You ever gone away for 6 weeks?
Never. I have never taken 6 weeks off straight in my life. I mean, the last time that I had 6 weeks free to do what the heck I wanted to was probably my freshman year of high school.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Here, Jim RKY says 1220 clearly shows it clearly. The box, he means. Hopefully, Groundspeak didn't do that. Must not be very. So yeah. So Trexer says, it's laughing and says, if GBs had included that bit last week, he might have won. He did win. Did the GBs win last week?
No.
No, they didn't win.
Who won? I'm trying to
I
remember
thought they
who
won.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
Did they?
won. Oh my God, we're so horrible. We don't even know who won the contest.
I remember it was close, but I think he won.
I think he won too, but maybe he didn't.
So Wes didn't win.
Now, Trexer, who won? If you know the GBs didn't win, I don't know who won. Okay, so
I went through last winter's pictures and there's no box. So by the way,
Adam Dempster. Oh, last year, really? So it's this year's.
Yep.
So Adam Demshar, Carrot Killer says, I had 40 days off when I moved to Texas. 40 days off.
That's a lot
40
of
days.
caching to
I
do.
get like, I once had like 4 days in between jobs and it was glorious. I can imagine 40 days. Like 40. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I would do.
I haven't taken over 2 weeks straight off. Like I said, since
2 weeks? Forget about it. No. No.
since freshman year of high school.
I haven't had more than, unless I was unemployed, I've not had more than 5 days off on a vacation. Like, oh, see, Gary says the GBs won. Yeah, they did win. Yeah, see, Trex for the GBs did win.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I thought that burrito won.
well, I got CRS disease anyway, so yeah.
So, Chad, did you hear about the Project GC Adventure Lab that ends tomorrow?
Yes,
Tomorrow,
I did.
Chad.
Yes, I did. I got an email from a friend this morning about it, and I almost pulled out my phone and tried to do it at work, but I decided I'm going to do it tonight.
I did it at work. So yeah, guys, if you here I'll put the I can't. Jesse or Chad, can you put the link in the show notes? If you guys didn't know, Project GC has got an adventure lab. You can get 5 smileys for nothing, Chad. But here's the guys, if you're listening to this like next week, you're SOL because this ends January 23rd, which is tomorrow. So at some point tomorrow, this is going to go away. I don't even know when it went live. Jessie says she found it on social media and she sent it to me. Then I did it. I'm like, that's got to go into the show notes. And so Glenn Moore says, I'm on the 7-day weekend program. Nice. Yeah, so it ends tomorrow. It's Project GC Adventure Lab, 5 smileys, Chad. It's a Project GC Adventure Lab. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Pretty smart. And then just do it on the sly. I like that. That's kind of nice. I respect it. Let people find it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Poor little. Look at Joshua. He still can't find the first word. He can't pay. He can't get past the first one.
I think they're randomized. The order is randomized.
Joshua, I'll call you after the show is over. Good Lord, man. I got to hand hold you through this? Really? Jess, you didn't give the poor soul a hint?
I did. Everything is on the Project GC website. You don't have to go to any other site. It's not on geocaching.com. Mm-hmm. Everything you need to find is on Project GC.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel, by the way?
I don't feel so great.
No? You sound interesting.
I can only imagine.
If he mentions which one it is, I can give him the answer. I have the answers here.
You have the answers?
I'll text him.
How do you have the answers?
Someone else who did it, who sent me the information, also put those in there, and I had to look at them until just now. She put a bunch of spaces in there, so I wouldn't have any spoilers, so I can attempt it myself.
Nice.
Which I intend to attempt it myself, but if he really wants it, I can assist.
No, make him work for it. You gotta make him give you something. Nothing's free. Tell him nothing's free in this world. So Chad, do you remember we talked about a few weeks ago? I think on a Cache or Coffee, we talked about each HQ and inactive hider accounts and archiving their caches.
Mm-hmm.
Remember talking about that? It was a big thing on social media a couple weeks ago. So we found the actual thing in the in the help. We actually found the link here. It's under number 7, ownership after publication. So listen to this, Chad. I found this kind of interesting. HQ emails to inactive hider accounts. So it says, cache maintenance is an important and required component of geocache ownership. In January 2020, as part of Geocaching HQ's efforts to keep the geocaching game board fresh and encourage well-maintained caches, we began a test in the United States of Georgia and North Carolina.
North Kakalaki.
Josh was texting me. Hold on a second. Okay. So Georgia or North Carolina. In these states, Chad, Geocaching HQ has disabled physical caches owned by players whose geocaching account has not shown activity in more than 5 years. Well, let's stop right there. So this is interesting. So
that's going to whack a bunch of virtuals.
That's going to whack a ton of virtuals.
No, keep reading. There are exceptions.
Okay. We asked them to perform what? Okay, 5 years. We ask them to perform any required maintenance on their cache and enable the cache page. Or if the cache owner no longer wishes to own and maintain the cache, they can archive the cache or adopt it to an active geocacher. If the cache owner takes no action within 30 days, HQ will archive the cache.
Hmm.
So basically, if that cache is not caching anymore and doesn't have that email address anymore, that cache is getting archived. If that cache doesn't cache anymore and could care less about caching, that cache is getting archived. Whether it be a
All
virtual,
right.
an oldie, one of the oldest caches in any state.
All right. And unless something has changed, headquarters policy is that even if it's if the cache owner doesn't adopt it out, they will not allow someone else to just come up and
Right.
adopt it.
Right.
So even if it's a oldie goodie that someone else said, hey, I'll take care of it.
Maintain it. Yeah. I mean,
They're not going to do it unless the cache owner allows it.
I could think of 2 or 3 caches in my area that are maintained by the community just because you don't want it to go away.
Right.
So that's going to go away once it gets thrown away.
Yeah, I can see that. And I know there's a number around here that are the same way. I can sure a number in Houston area too.
Okay, so here we go. This continues. This test does not apply to, this is interesting. This is really interesting. Caches placed before January 1st, 2004, which is interesting. Why is that?
Those are the
Super.
oldest and fewest and far betweens.
But it's funny that does not apply to that.
Although that's also not going to whack the old virtuals. So
They could whack some of them. They could whack some of them.
No, they stopped doing virtuals in something like 2003.
Caches with trackables. So if you happen to have a cache that the trackable's not even in there, yeah, it's showing it. Hey, good job. Your cache is gonna stay. So somebody in Georgia or North Carolina, if there's an old cache you like, dump a trackable in it. It ain't going nowhere. And other special circumstances. Now that's a pretty vague and broad umbrella right there. Other special circumstances. Only 1 to 3% of geocaches in these states are impacted by the test. Geocaching HQ will closely analyze the results before deciding whether to expand the test to additional regions. What do you think about that, Chad?
Sometimes you do need to clean out the trash, but they've left them. I think they've left themselves enough back doors.
Is a back door. That's a huge
Right.
umbrella there.
Right.
That's as vague as you can get. You can't get much more vague than that.
Right. So, but the reality is there is some trash that's out there that's not maintained, that doesn't get found, that the cache owner hasn't been there in X number of years, and nobody has found the cache in 5 years because it's so far off the beaten trail.
Say if somebody's found it or not. It just says,
I know that, but there's certain caches that nobody ever goes and finds because they're as well, and the cache owner isn't there, but they're just sitting out there, and it's like, get them off the map.
Why? Dude, I have a cache I put out. Okay, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's been hit once for the FTF. That's it, once. But why should I get rid of it? What's the point of that? Why get rid of it?
Nobody knows if it's still there.
It's still there. Why wouldn't it be? It is ziplocked to a tree. It's going nowhere. No one's muggling this cache.
Are you telling me you don't have any animals there? I'm sorry, animals muggle caches. Trust me.
Yeah, but
it's like unless it's an ammo can that's chained to a tree. Animals
hasn't been found in a couple years doesn't mean it's not there. Jesse, get in on this kind
Sure.
What's your thoughts on this?
I see both sides to the argument. I get what they're trying to do. I think they've given themselves enough, wiggle room and outs that I'm okay with it.
You're okay with them dropping 5-year-old caches?
Yeah.
5+-year-olds and killing and dropping off the game board?
Yes, because I've thrown Needs Archive on countless number of caches that, I look at, it's not there. And I look at the hider and see when was the last time they even logged in. If it's been a couple of years, I'll throw needs archived on the cache and state that right there in my reason why it needs archived. Multiple DNFs, cache is no longer active.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
But we can do that. Why does Groundspeak feel the need to do that?
because I don't know about everywhere, but I mean, I don't think that just anyone would feel okay doing that. I think you have one extreme or the other of cachers who use that needs archive log. Either people go crazy with needs archive, they can't find it and they say, oh, it needs archived, or they don't ever throw a needs archived on.
Love
Yeah,
the people
know.
the needs
the ones that go crazy on it are tend to be the
newer
noobs,
ones, right.
the noobs who haven't. They're also not the ones that are going after the ones that are way out of the way.
True.
That are getting DNFs. Or they're those they're tending to put needs archived on ones that haven't been DNF significantly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right. Okay. Here you go. Jim RKY says, I've always wondered why the health score doesn't kick up caches like that so a reviewer would archive them. Wasn't that what the health score is supposed to do?
that's yeah. Isn't that what I forget your reviewer's name?
Revere Smith.
Revere Smith.
Revere Smith said. I believe that's what he said. So he gets kind of like alerts on them or whatever, if I recall correctly, and then he goes through and parses that every once in a great while when he has extra time.
Right. But the health score is not perfect either. I mean, we have one by us that hasn't been found in 3 or 4 years. Scott found it years ago. So I went with him. He showed me exactly where it had been, and it's definitely missing. But the reason that it hasn't shown up in the health score is because it's a high DT. So, a high DT generally would have more DNFs than a 1.5, 1.5. So,
right.
Jim Finch says, I've listened to a couple of recent interviews with the GC CEO. He has talked about refreshing the game board as a top priority. Interesting. That's a top priority. Interesting. All right, Chad. So Jesse and I went to Austin also over the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So get this, Chad. Friday night. We're supposed to leave Saturday morning, 7 a.m., right?
Mm-hmm.
Friday night, snowstorm. 800
Awesome.
flights canceled, including ours.
Uh-oh. How'd you make it?
Our flight, we were booked on a 7 p.m., Jess, right?
yeah, I spent about 5 hours on the phone with the airlines trying to get us on another flight. And the best we could do was one that left at about 5 o'clock our time. We were supposed to leave at 7 a.m. So 10 hours later. We lost half a day, almost a full day.
Yeah. So we arrived about 10 o'clock?
7:30.
Oh, 7:30. Sorry.
So what'd you do? Fly into DFW?
Yes.
Yes. We flight into Dallas.
Okay, because you're talking, you're hitting Tombstone and No Walk in a Park, which is up in the Dallas area.
Yes,
correct.
Yes,
Syntex Prime, which is west of Austin, kind of northwest of Austin, and Necropolis which is in Austin. Austin.
Right.
Yeah, we Cody dogs. They had a great Uber.
Yes.
Yeah, kudos to Cody dog there who did the true friend and gave us a ride to the airport. So we flew into Dallas and Kara Killer met us in Dallas. Him and his beautiful wife drove up there, and we went to No Walk in the Park and we went to Tombstone, both at night. No Walk in the Park was no walk in the park at night. Let me tell you, Chad, it was not fun at night. Got Tombstone, which they completely, that area was totally emptied out. So but we found he thankfully, thank you, sir, whoever owns Tombstone, replaced it that day. We appreciate it so much that he went out there.
So did you go in through the neighborhood then? Is that how you got to it?
No, we went on campus and we went around.
Okay.
And we just went around, because it's got the water to the I don't know my north from south there. The water on the left of it, more or less.
All right.
We parked in the neighborhood, and then we came around the campus and we walked around to the bridge and then walked back
Okay.
to it. Is what we then we just hopped the fence at the graveyard for Tombstone. But it was nice. So did Tombstone and no walk in the park that night.
We had a Leo at got no walk in the
Oh
park.
yeah, we did have a Leo at no walk.
Very first cache.
So you park out like at the end of the street and
Mhm.
kind of walk.
Yeah. Really, the end of the street. Yeah, we're at dead ends. Yeah, and then walk down.
Mm.
And Leo's like, "What you doing?" And Carrot's like, "We're geocaching." He's like, "Okay." He didn't care. So I did that, and then we drove all the way back to Austin. After that, and that's a 2.5-hour drive. We were exhausted after the day we had.
We witnessed a first time something you hear about happening on our drive back at like midnight
Oh my God! Yes, I forgot about that.
from Dallas to Austin
We're driving, and suddenly there's a car coming right at us.
on the interstate on
the
35.
A guy
Okay.
driving on the wrong side of the interstate.
I've actually had that on I-10, but okay. Once a very freaky experience. I was on my way to San Antonio, and a guy came down the exit ramp or came up the exit ramp onto the thing, and then dove off the side of the road. It's like, I just stopped the car and pulled over. It's like, what the hell? Let this guy figure out what the hell, clear the area,
And
then we'll go.
This guy's flashing his brights at us like we're the idiots.
And what was funny was like
We're the idiots.
a quarter mile before that, Adam thought for sure he was going to get a ticket because there's a cop on the side of the road. And then all of a sudden we see this car coming at me. He's like, I guess I'm not getting a ticket.
The cop's got bigger fish to fry, definitely. This guy's not. And he's
It's like, thank you for driving towards me because saving me a ticket.
I mean, just crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
I tried In-N-Out Burger for the first time.
I'm sorry.
I tried In-N-Out Burger.
No, I was apologizing.
Oh, I tried that the first time. And then we woke up next day. It was my birthday. And we went to the event. And then we went to Centex Prime. Drove out to Centex Prime, which was a nice cache. Nice little area. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like views. Very nice views. And then we got some more cache.
Yeah, there's a big Boy Scout camp that's right there by Centex Prime. If you kind of go down that road, that's
right, yeah,
just past it and go down there. So that's a big scouting camp where Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, and stuff do a bunch of camping. So
we did a bunch of caches that day in Austin as well. Did a bunch of virtuals. We got 8 icons that day. And then
awesome.
we took your advice when the sun was going down, and we went over to Necropolis, and we did that one. We only did the last stage because the other stages really aren't there anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the stages are pretty much deteriorated. Like he gives you the final chords right on the page now.
Right. I was reading the page and stuff, and it's like, well, actually, the posted chords for it has always been the final, or at least back in 2012, it was still the final chords, but you didn't know it until you processed all the stuff, and then you realize, oh, that wasn't that the original coordinates. It's disappointing that because you don't get the full experience.
Yeah, but it was the final stage. But
still, the final stage is still it's still
pretty fantastic. Yeah,
fantastic.
Definitely out there. I mean, I don't want to give anything away to anybody, so I don't want to get into too much detail, unfortunately. But it's pretty spectacular. It really is. It's if you've never been there, you definitely need to make a pilgrimage out there because it's worth it. I mean, it's worth it getting. I mean, Jesse and I, we were 5 away from our Jasmer. Now we're 2 away from our Jasmer, and we're going to get them in Michigan. So all we have to do is go to Michigan, and we've got our Jasmer complete. So
yeah, last week's show when I was talking about running down the steps and missing a step.
Yeah, Ian.
Ian was talking about. I was thinking about one of the stages of Necropolis. Because one of them, you actually go up about, I don't know how many 100 steps to the top of this peak in this park, and it's actually my Facebook profile image.
Oh, you're kidding, really?
that where I'm actually in the park.
Mm.
It's that overlooking the river.
Right.
But I was just imagining we're trying to run down that. I mean, I was extremely winded going going up it, and that was 7 years ago when I was in a little bit
In
better shape.
Yeah, so it was nice. We really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed on Necropolis and the final. Took pictures and all that, or and walked around it and all that. It was pretty cool. So other than that, I mean, we got everything we wanted to do. Granted, we were there for like 42 hours or something like that. That's how we were in Texas. But because then literally after that Sunday, we got up Monday morning and drove to the airport. I mean, we had to get up at
Right.
7:30 in the morning and go drive to the airport.
And that's a good bit of driving to do as well in order to get all that accomplished.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
it
did
was
a lot of driving. Yes,
quite
we
a bit
did.
of driving. Yeah, so huge thank you to Carrot Killer and Lady Black Cat for
Absolutely.
hosting us and driving us around and
Yes, they did. Yes.
showing us a good time. It was great. We had a
But
really good
lucky for
time.
us, they had not done Necropolis either, so it was
How was the weather?
60s. I was in shorts and a hoodie. You know,
Yeah.
I wore shorts for the first time on my birthday ever, so I was excited. So yes, it was very nice. I was happy. But it was a good time. We had a very, very good time. It's nice to finally meet Carrot Killer face to face and spend some time with him and get some face time and talk to him and get to know him. So it was nice. Had a really good time. So yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was a great trip. Jesse, you have anything to add to it?
No, it was great. It was a really good time.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's go. All right, so then let's talk about icons, Chad. Attributes.
Attributes.
Good old Chad. From the beginning of this game, I've always loved attributes. I don't know why they spoke to me. Don't ask me why. Attributes have always spoken to me. I always use them on all my caches. I love to try and figure out what will go good with my cache. I don't overuse them. I tend to usually use 3 or 4 and focus on the main things that I think work for my cache. I've noticed that I'm only 2 away from getting all of them. Have you gotten
Yep.
all of them, Chad? Do you know?
I'm 2 away from getting all of them.
Let me guess what 2 you're away. Tell me what you're away from.
It is the Lost and Found
Yes.
and the what is it? Partner cache.
Team, yeah, the high five.
The high five team, yeah.
Hey, we actually high five. Check that out. Hey. Yeah, me too. I think Jesse's as well. Same thing.
And I've got the team one. I've got it solved. I just need to go out and get it. Actually, I attempted to get it back in 2017. When did they bring the ape cache back? Was that 2017?
Right around there. Yeah, I'd say that.
So when I was up in Seattle for that,
maybe a little less because I was still living in Elgin when it came back. So maybe a little less.
Maybe it was 2016.
Yeah.
Anyways, when I was up there for that, I attempted to get it, and nobody had found it in like 3 years. Well, one person had claimed they found it. That's kind of question. But anyways, you couldn't actually. It had grown in so thick and deep in there. I couldn't actually get in there. I came out bloodied, and it's like, yeah, I'm a person that's willing to go through just about anything to get to a cache, and I came out bloodied and gave up on it. But the cache owner after that did maintenance, and I think he cleared the way. And since then, it's been found a number of times.
Right.
So and recently, so this August, I'm planning on getting that.
So Chad, I was doing some research on this for the show, and do you know in 2000 up until 2008 there was a cactus attribute?
Really?
Yeah.
That was before my time.
Yeah. I started in 2008, but I don't remember a cactus attribute. But yeah, apparently there was a cactus attribute up until 2008.
Well, I can name. Well, Syntex Prime could have used a cactus.
That could have used a cactus attribute too. Yes. It's the first time I ever saw cactuses in Texas. Cactuses in the wild was in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
First time I ever saw a wild cactus. How about that too? So yes. So attributes are intended. This is per GC. Attributes are intended to communicate what is to be expected at a cache location. Please use them for that purpose. And back in the day, people used to put really funny things and make things funny. Like we had a cacher who would always put a cow attribute, no matter what. There was a cow attribute, the livestock attribute, no matter what. even if it was a parking grab cow. But Revere Smith has really cracked down on that, and so like like you can't even put like a 24-hour one on unless legit 24 hours you can get it. You can't put a park one 24-hour attribute. You'll be like, no,
Well,
the park's closed, dude. You can't do it.
well, the only ones that where I was trying to be funny on them would I would throw on a like a no UV light required, no
Right? No,
things
yeah,
that
right. You're just
things
being
that you
yeah,
wouldn't normally expect anyways, and it was like, okay, throw these attributes on there to kind of be funny. It was true, but it wasn't really
yeah. It
useful
wasn't helping the
information.
situation.
Right?
Did he let it fly?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, see, Revere Smith won't let that fly. Yeah, he's like me. He's all about the attributes. So,
It's if it was valid, then yeah, it might not be useful, but it's valid.
one and a half. There's no UV required. It's true. Like, yeah. You should not intentionally add incorrect attributes to help people with challenge caches or for a puzzle or just to be funny. It defeats the purpose of preparing finders for the cache location.
I agree with that.
Well,
And
you
there's
can't do
a
it anymore. Like I said, like I think they had a crackdown on it.
scuba one attribute was one where a lot of people were using it for something that was other than scuba. I can't remember what it was.
I think it
And
had to do with like series. So like Route 66 and the old original ET Highway, I think all those had scuba attribute.
Really?
Okay.
Hmm.
For what? What did it mean?
So that you could easily do a PQ and it would.
Oh, that's super smart. Yeah, because how many scubas are in Vegas?
Correct.
See, you probably couldn't get away with that anymore.
No, you can't. In fact, I was kind of looking at that because I wondered if they were still like that. And the old, like a lot of the old original ones from like 2011, 2012, all still have the scuba attribute, but the newer ones
You
don't.
gotta remember, I think when the ET Highway wasn't that redone back in like 2010, I think
Right.
they archived them all and then bring them all back.
Yeah.
So so they probably brought them back and didn't have the scuba icon, maybe. Sans the scuba icon.
So here's an example of the most recent cache that I published. So I got a no difficult climbing. I've got a no camping, no horses, no abandoned structure, no tree climbing required, and I got a few other ones that are more legit, like 24/7 and restrooms, public transportation, dogs allowed, food,
Right.
da 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 da. But it's like you got to throw in a few
Just to
fun
be you.
ones.
Yeah, see, I don't do that. I take my attributes very seriously, and I look at other people's caches and I take the attribute because I think it does. I think it helps to find a cache.
Right. I mean, well, the other ones were all legit, viable, useful information, but these were ones that's like, probably doesn't buy you much. They weren't counter after they weren't saying something that was not true.
Right. Anaboat says, I've been enjoying adding funny but valid attributes to my caches. So he's like you. There you go.
Right.
There you go. See, apparently I need to add more funny but still valid but don't mean anything attributes to my caches. But I won't because I'm not like Chad. Oh, we got a caller in the queue. Anaboat's coming out on a boat. He's gone. Hello. Oh, let me bring him in. Hold on a second. Come on. Bring him in. Anaboat. Hello, sir.
Oh my God, coming in hot. How are you?
You're coming in hot. Jesse wasn't ready. You're coming in hot. What's up?
What's going on? Hey, so
welcome to the show.
Interesting thing that I found out a few weeks ago when doing some digging for challenge caches.
Mm-hmm.
There's an attribute that exists in the world that only one active cache in the world has. It is cactus nearby or cacti nearby.
That's right. Weren't you listening to the show, dude?
What's that?
I said there was a cat that used to be a cactus attribute up until 2008.
Oh, that must have not heard this. No, anyway, there's one active cache that has this attribute, and the attribute is actually broken. The attribute image is broken.
Really?
The other day.
So yeah, up until
Oh,
2008, there was I started this whole thing out saying there was a cactus attribute up. Rumor has it there was a cactus attribute up until 2008. Do you have a GC on that cactus attribute?
I'm looking for it. I can't find it. Sorry, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't expecting to come in hot, So
Usually you sit on hold for 20 minutes. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
yeah, I was expecting to be on hold for a while. So, but
Yeah, Jesse's ill, so she's probably doing something else.
that's okay.
No, you were just
I'm
faster than
trying
I
to look
was on
through
that,
the,
Scott.
Wait,
challenge
hold
checker
on.
form right
What'd you say, Jess?
You were faster than I was. He was on the call like literally 20 seconds.
Oh,
when
was he
you pulled
really?
him on.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't. I saw you. Sorry. So yeah, I can't see you if you're getting the phone.
I know. I know. I apologize.
So what'd you say? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now in the here it is, obsolete attribute. Hold on, here it is. GC 684
GC
cacti nearby.
684. GC 684 geocaching. Is it a live cache?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ice
That is
Age
the only
Vista.
active one, and then there's 3 others that are archived that have the same attributes. It looks like there were only 4 that ever had it.
Where is that located? What's it
No
called?
clue.
Oh yeah, there's
GC
cacti nearby. Oh yeah, you're
684.
right. Holy mackerel, that's in
North
Wisconsin.
Prairie.
Jess, we gotta go get this one. That's in Wisconsin.
Well,
Wisconsin's eighth oldest.
Yeah, it looks like it's
they had
on the Ice
cacti in
Age Trail,
Wisconsin.
maybe.
Is it on
But-
the Ice Trail?
Oh, it's in the Kettle
Yeah,
Moraine.
Ice Age Vista.
but it's not included. It's no longer included in the attributes list with regards to your stats.
Oh really? Let's see if I open up the image now. I can't. I'm curious what the image looked like. But yeah, it says cacti nearby with a broken image. Very interesting. Good detective there work. Ian, how'd you find that?
So I write challenge checkers for Project GC and my free time sometimes. And
so does
that
Chad.
came up in the
Chad didn't know about
that came up in the challenge checker forum.
I've
What
never
are we doing about this weird attribute? So,
I've never written one with that used the attribute API. So
Trexer wants to know if there's cacti in Wisconsin. No, there's not cacti in Wisconsin. No, so it's probably a none like Chad would do, like Ghostbuster. No cacti.
that's what I was thinking. At least no native cacti.
Adam Demshar from Texas. I want that sweet cactus attribute, right? I know.
Yeah, there should have been plenty in given that in
I'm surprised that went
in
up.
West Texas at
Why
least.
would that go away? Why would they take away the cactus attribute?
I think they replaced it with thorns.
Oh, is that
general thorns?
Yes. So you would put thorns in
there. I think they did the same thing with possibly with the partnership and or teamwork attribute. I think that's changed, or it's been renamed.
No, the teamwork required one is still there. There's a partnership cache, and there's a teamwork required cache.
Right.
Attribute
one. Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah. Yes. There's
I couldn't find it when I looked for it the other day, but
yeah, there's 2 separate ones. Yeah.
Weird. Attributes are weird, man.
I love them, man.
I said something. I said something in the chat earlier. I'm a Chad fan. I've been
a Chad.
I have so many. So I've been having these events, and I've been adding. Using all 15 attributes that I can use. They're accurate. They describe the event, but
right.
Put them on event.
So you put a lot of nose in there, is what you're saying, and a lot of nose.
Yes, yeah, not a long hike,
right?
Stuff like that.
Yes. And,
hey, one other quick tidbit, real quick.
Yes,
I have
go ahead.
2 seconds. There's actually a way to add. So the maximum attributes you can have on a cache is 15.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a glitch in the system where you can actually add a 16th attribute if that 16th attribute is actually the wheelchair accessible attribute.
Really?
Basically, you have to put your 15 attributes on there, flip it back to a 1 terrain, and then change the terrain again, and it'll add the wheelchair attribute as your 16th attribute.
Look at you cheating the system.
Yeah. Cheating the system.
How often do you use a wheelchair attribute cache? Do you create many wheelchair? Are your events wheelchair? Are your events wheelchair accessible?
Oh yeah, we just stand in the middle of parking lots in the winter, man. That's all we do.
Oh, okay,
So,
fair enough. Yes, okay, fair enough.
yeah, brave the cold, man.
All right, man. Well, thank you for calling in, sir. We appreciate
Uh,
it.
I would
We'll
test.
have to get soon.
I would test that right now, but none of my caches are wheelchair accessible.
All right, Ian. We'll talk to you soon, buddy. Thank you.
All right, buddy. I'll see you.
Bye. So Chad, so there are 66 attributes for the record. It used to be 67 apparently, or maybe not if the Thorn one wasn't there.
Yeah, I think there might have been more. I seem to remember a couple more, but they played with that a little bit, and
Well, I mean,
they changed my colors.
They did change the colors, absolutely. But I mean, they added the tree climbing one fairly recently. I know that one. The
Tree climbing one's been around for
front
a
yard
long
one.
time.
The front yard one's been that. I'm talking about the newer ones. One of the more newer ones. The front yard one wasn't around in 2010. You know, that wasn't around then.
Okay, yeah. There are definitely some. There were a bunch of them that were added around 2011, 2012 timeframe because when they were added, a friend of mine put out a challenge cache based upon attributes to kind of celebrate the new attributes that were added, and I think a few have been added since then as well.
Really?
Yes,
You
like
probably couldn't
UV was one of the ones that was added around that time frame, if I recall correctly, because you needed so many of the she listed out so many of the new attribute types that you had to get in order to claim that challenge, and I had to put out I didn't have to put out a UV cache. I put out a UV cache for other people to get that attribute.
Sure. And guys, GC headquarters wants you to be especially mindful of the wheelchair accessible cache.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, wheelchair accessible attribute, making sure that it is actually wheelchair accessible. And
Right.
if it is, please put it on there because believe it or not, people do look for that.
Right.
If they're in wheelchairs, the handicapped people do look for those attributes. So it's one of the many ways that the attributes actually come into play. You know, but I love the fact that the scuba was used for a power trail. You know, like that's a genius way to use, an attribute. You know,
Right.
I love that. I love people amaze me sometimes. It blows me away. So attributes, Chad. What's your favorite one? Give me your favorite. What's your favorite attribute?
My favorite
Your
attribute.
favorite attribute. You look and you say, "Oh, I like that one." You have a favorite one?
I'm gonna say scenic view.
Scenic view.
Yeah,
Really? I like stealth required.
that's a nice one too.
That's my favorite one. That one was.
Those can be either awesome or extremely annoying. I've done some where it's been just like that awesome, and I've done some others where I've just been creeped out to be looking around for it.
But I know what's usually going to be a good time if I see that attribute. Usually it's a pretty good time.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Brown, what's your favorite attribute? You over there? Are you paying attention, or are you?
I am paying attention.
What's your
Don't say
attribute?
ticks.
No ticks.
I think I know what hers is, but I'm going to.
You do?
I think I do. Yes.
What is it?
Well, no, I want you to tell me.
I don't know. I don't have a favorite. But I do look at them often if, like as an extra hint if I'm struggling to find it.
Oh, so you don't look and want to go, oh, cool. I want to go to that one. When you see when you start an attribute?
No.
No.
I don't. No, because I don't really look at them.
Really? You don't use them at all?
No, not unless I'm searching for it and then I want to see like, is it winter friendly? Is it,
So you don't pay.
I only look at them when I'm out there caching it, and it's like I can't find it, and
Right.
I'm trying to get some extra information.
Right.
You don't look beforehand.
No,
not generally.
No, I don't either, especially because you can't search by them other than running a pocket query.
Right, but am I the only person who looks at attributes before when looking at the cache page to look at the attributes? You don't even glance over to them at all?
Yes, you're the
Rarely.
only person.
No,
Really?
rarely.
I can't be the only person. Come on, chat room, help me out here. I cannot be the only person who looks at these things. Jesse, I would think yours Your favorite is the field puzzle.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
And that's another one where it's like two sides of a coin. So they're fun to do if it's good, but sometimes it's also a warning sign that, well, maybe I shouldn't bother looking at this because yeah, there's been so many of them that are broken that you get frustrated and burn out by it. It's like I once I see that, I will look and see, has it been solved recently and found recently.
Right. All right, fair enough. All right, I'm bringing in Carrot Killer. Carrot Killer, hello, sir. Tell me I'm not. Tell me I'm not the only guy who checks attributes before he goes caching.
Well, I was going to just say I like to use them here in Texas because there's so many caches sky high in a tree. I can look and see is tree climbing required or not.
There you go. See,
and that usually is pretty helpful.
Okay, but does everybody always use the tree climbing attribute if it's up there?
I think here it's most of the time.
Yeah, but
now they so my experience, at least in the Houston area with tree climbers, they tend to be between 4 and 5 terrain ratings.
Yes,
and that's a good clue. Out here in California, if it's up in a tree, you can easily find 1.5 terrain on it because it's like people are expecting you to bring a top. So,
but it's still not a 1.5. Come on, that's not.
I agree.
I wouldn't even.
So it really depends upon the area of the country that you're in as to do you expect it or not. So in Texas, if I see a high terrain like that, I'll look for the attribute and kind of see is this possibly a tree climber.
Eric 1701 says new attribute: work clothes friendly or not friendly for all of us that cache during lunch. That is genius. Work clothes friendly.
Yeah.
Or Jesse,
I can use that.
Dress friendly when Jesse likes to cache in dresses.
I have been known to cache in dresses, yes.
In the woods.
I don't need that attribute.
It's dress friendly. You don't want that one, Chad?
Well, I said, I don't need that attribute.
I won't judge you, dude.
So, and none of the women that I have cached with that I can recall have been caching in dresses. So,
okay. Carrot Killer, anything else, sir?
Yeah, man. Is there any way to find out if I have that cactus attribute? You check Project GC, it's not on there. So,
is there any way to find?
Is there any way?
I don't know. I have. What do you mean to find out if you have the cactus attribute?
To find out if he's found one with it.
I don't know. Ian calls back. Let me see if I can get Ian to call back real quick. Hold on. Ian, call me back real quick.
Chad might know because he does the checkers.
It's like you get Ian to. I was gonna say you get Ian to write you a checker, and then you run it against that checker.
I don't know. Is there any way to check?
Yeah, you would have to use the checker. The only way that I know how to do it is you'd have to use the checker, either that or manually go through every single one of your caches. I don't know if maybe GSAC might have it.
What'd you say?
I said, when are you writing this thing?
Right? Wait, hold on. I got a call coming in. I'm bringing it in hot. I'm assuming it's Ian. Hello, is this Ian? Hello.
Yeah, it's me.
All right, good to have you back, buddy. All right, so Ian. All right, no. What did you want to ask him, Carrot? What was the question?
Is there any way to figure out if I already have this cactus attribute? I'm swimming in cactus over here.
The only way that I know to do it is to look at the 4 caches that have the attribute and see if you have it. The discussion on the Project GC thing, based on that, I believe it's not in the API to check it on a checker. So I think you have to manually look at those caches and see if you found it. One of the 4. I can post the 4 GC numbers in the chat in a second.
So there is a macro in GSAC that will pull out all your all the attributes that you found, and I think it will show you. I'm trying to run it now. I think it will show you zero counts as well. So I'm trying to see if I can get it to run right. It's automatically running and then it's not displaying anything. Maybe that macro is broken. I've used it before for before challenge checkers existed to prove one of the challenges. I'll have to take a look at that and see if I can get that to work.
Ian put them in the chat room. Here, I'll put them up here. GC684, GC19X08.
Oh, there's only 4 in the world.
GC1B as in boy H, C as in Carl R, GC1B as in boy XH4. Those are the 4.
Those are the 4. Active.
Interesting tidbit. It doesn't look like there's a negative version of that attribute.
There's no. You can't put a no cactus there. There's no cacti here. None. Because that would be on every cache that Chad has.
Well, 3 out of those 4 are archived.
Really?
And I don't have any of those.
Interesting.
One of them was a Ceto.
A Ceto?
The 684 is your only option at this point.
Looks like it. Jess, we got to go get that. Come on. How far is it?
Let's go. It's in Kettle Moraine.
3.
Oh, it's only 57 miles away, babe.
Yeah, that's not far.
Actually, 3 of them, those other 3 were Cetos that had it.
And it was found in October. Jess, we got to get this.
Okay, let's go.
Sign my name.
It's only 60 miles away. It's nothing. It's like an hour and a half away. Nothing. Oh, we'd be silly not to. All right. Ian, thank you so much, buddy. We appreciate it. Thank you for the quick call.
Yep, thanks.
For the call back. We'll talk to you. And who am I? Carrot Killer. Always a pleasure. Sure. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks again, buddy. Thanks for hosting us. We had a great time. It was a lot of fun.
Of course.
To be with you. Are you watching me on the big screen right now?
Dude, I've got you on the big screen.
Hi.
Fantastic.
Carrot watches. Carrot watches podcasts on this humongous TV. So I am life sized on his big TV. So are you, Chad? Your big melon is right there on the big TV.
Awesome.
All right.
Might even be bigger than real life.
Could be. I don't know. It's pretty inflated.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
All right. See you guys.
Bye. So that's attributes, Chad. We had a busy show today, so we didn't give as much attributes as I wanted to, but we've gone over a little bit to give it a little bit of time. So, Chad, next week, buddy. Next week is show 600.
Got anybody coming on?
Oh, do I have people coming? It's like, who is your life? It's like, yeah, Chad, we're going to have a lot of old faces, old names, kid, coming on the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to, guys, next week, show 600, we're bringing everybody back to have a fun show to reminisce, talk about old days. It should be a lot of fun. I'm not going to tell you who's coming, but you have to see next week. But there's a lot of names there. Chad, I'll talk to you off air about it. But,
I'm willing to bet that Daryl's going to be on there. Daryl's on enough that we can kind of spoil that one.
So it's going to be a good show. It's going to be, guys, this is going to be a show you do not want to miss. Show 600 with a lot of faces, a lot of names coming back. It's going to be a lot of fun just to see these guys again, just to talk to these guys again, and to see what everybody's up to. So 600. So, and I also spent a better part of my lunch today going through to see how long. Okay, if you've never gone through our website, go to our website, geocachingpodcast.com, go to the About section and go to the timeline. I have a timeline I've created. Me and Daryl sat and we went through the entire month by month of this show and how it's changed. Yeah. And when everybody came, when everybody left. Chad, who do you think's been doing this show the longest? If you were to choose a host, out of all the hosts that we've had, who has done the most shows, do you think?
Is the individual on this show? Are you right now?
I'm asking you a question.
You've
You've got X.
So you've got
You've got Daryl. You've got Montu Rider. You've got the Carolina Casher. You've got you. You've got Stevens ad infinitum. You have got Info Ferret. You've got Taz. You've got Scott Burks. Who's been on the longest? Who's been on the most shows?
I mean, you and Andy, I think, are about the same amount now.
No,
since Andy hasn't been on in over a year.
No,
and he was on I think he was on about a year before you were.
People are already guessing in the chat room. Come on, dude. Who do you think's been on the longest? You remember, you've got X Punk X, Daryl.
Daryl was on for a good while.
You've got me. You've got you. Well, we've been on for years. Me and you've been on this show for years.
Yeah, I think I've been on for 5 years.
I've been on for. I came out in 13. You came out in 14.
All right.
So who's got?
I'm going to say Daryl.
You're going to say Daryl. We're going to find out next week. Right. You got to tune in next week to find out who's right. Who has won? Who has been on this show the longest, the most episodes? So there's a little teaser, guys, next week. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so looking forward to it, to have everybody back, the whole band back together. We can't even fit everybody in the. Some literally have to call in, Chad, because we don't have enough. We don't have enough windows. We don't have enough windows. We don't have callers calling. We have hosts calling in. So, guys, you want to call in, talk to the hosts, give them a big thank you for everything they have done over the years. You give us a call next week, and you could talk to the hosts. So that's next week, Chad. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it a lot. So that's about it. Anything else, Chad? What are you reading? What are you doing?
I'm looking at the GCPC timeline now.
What? 2 years you've never looked at the timeline? You've never seen the timeline before?
I know. I've kind of glanced at it, but I really didn't look at it that hard.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? It took me and Daryl a long time to come up with that thing, like to figure out the correct timelines.
Okay, so I am correct that Daryl has been on longer than you have, but I'll need to go back and.
You made your choice. Live with it. Accept it.
Okay.
Daryl would not be my guess if it was me. That would not be my guess.
Well, you already know, so
I know. Yes,
I'm not gonna ask. Okay.
It takes a while to do the math. Trust me, you don't want to do the math. It takes a while. I spent a considerable amount of time trying to figure out because you have to go from when they started to where they ended, and it's a whole nightmare. Because you got to go through the docs too and see like when they came on and came off.
All right.
All right, guys. Chad, always a pleasure. Jesse, feel better. Always a pleasure. Thank you for toughing it out. Too bad we can't see. You don't want Jesse. You don't want to give us a quick glance at what you look like.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
No. Do you have a nose? Do you have a red nose?
Just a little bit.
She has a little bit of a red nose. Jesse, who do you think's been on the show the longest? Who has the most show?
I have a guess. I have a good guess.
What's your guess? You could tell us your guess.
I don't know. I'll be wrong.
So what? Chad might be wrong. Look at him, still trying to figure it out. Look at that face he's got.
I'm gonna put a spreadsheet together. And
all right, guys, let's close the show. Guys, we'll see you next week. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be so much fun to talk to everybody else. So let's start the closing of the show. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The live archive video versions of our podcasts are available on your website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on most of your favorite podcatchers. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, please click the subscribe or get notified buttons to know when we indeed go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you will get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Odds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, and PathTags.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll see you guys next week, talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones, and we will talk to you guys next week. We're clear. I think that worked. Let's hope so. There we go. All right, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun next week, guys. So put in, who do you think? Oh, here we go. Adam Demshar says definitely Andy. Chad's got the frozen face. Ian says me. Lisa Hawkins says me. Demshar says Daryl. I don't know. It could be. I think Andy, Daryl, X-Punk. X-Punk started this show. He's been always on forever. Nobody's even mentioned X-Punk.
There are multiple people that are in the 7 years and a little bit range, and I think it's one of those individuals.
We're going to find out next week, guys. So we'll have fun, guys. We'll talk to you guys next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. So enjoy your week, kids, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.